Hi, welcome to a new episode of Booking with Mommy and Nigel. On today's episode, we are bringing something very, very special to you because today is a pretty special day. Nigel, what is today?
Dr. Martin Luther King Day.
Yes, it is Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s day. But is today his actual birthday?
No, it was
Friday. Yeah, so Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday is actually January the 15th, but we always celebrate it on a Monday because it's a national holiday, and that way we always know that we're going to be able to go out in the community and really have a really great day of service. Nigel, did we participate in any day of service today?
Yes.
Yeah, what did we do today?
We watched people rap, and also we gave out food, toys, jackets.
Yeah, so we were a part of a community organization who really took some time to give back to their community today, and they marched.
So they gave some protein things.
Oh, they gave out produce. Yes, they gave out fresh fruits and vegetables to the community. And Nigel's very own dad actually hosted the event today, so that was really cool. He was the MC. Anywho, we have something very special with you. We would love to read a book about Martin Luther King Jr. But before we do that, we want to just share with you guys 3 different books that we have that are just about Martin Luther King Jr. We have some other ones that he's in, but we have 3 that are just about him that we want to share with you guys. So
this one is called I Have a Dream Speech.
Yeah, so this is the I Have a Dream speech in translation, what it really means. And me as a teacher, this is a book that I really love to use with my 5th graders once upon a time when I taught 5th grade, so that we could really break down the I Have a Dream speech, because believe it or not, the I Have a Dream speech is very long. I mean, it's really long.
Let's see how much pages there is.
Yeah, there's more pages in here, but that's because it really breaks it down so that kids can understand, and not even just kids, even us adults, because he uses a lot of different words that are from some of Abraham Lincoln's speeches and just various other speeches. And so this is really great. I highly recommend for parents and teachers to all go out and purchase this book to teach their kids what the I Have a Dream speech is about, because it's really frozen in time with the I have a dream that one day, you know. So get this book. It's really awesome. There's so much more to the speech than just that little part that we get to hear all the time. So this is one. Yeah.
And then we have Martin, my brother Martin.
Yeah, this one that we have was written by Martin Luther King Jr.'s sister, and this one was all about what it was like growing up with him as a brother. So he was the baby in the family, but this is a really great book that we love, and maybe some other time we'll read this one to you guys. But for now, we're gonna read this one. It's called
Martin's Big Words.
Yeah, we're gonna read Martin's Big Words, because that for me is what I love Martin Luther King Jr. for. I love Martin Luther King Jr.'s words, and so let's go on ahead, Nigel.
And he's a very important man.
Oh yes. Oh, what does that say, Nigel?
Martin's Big Words, and it's a very important book.
Yeah. So let's get to it.
And it's a really good book.
Yeah. Everywhere in Martin's hometown, he saw the signs, white only. His mother said these signs were in all southern cities and towns in the United States. Every time Martin read the words, he felt bad, until he remembered what his mother told him.
You are good. You are as good as anyone.
You are as good as anyone.
It's love from his mom.
In church, Martin sang hymns. He'd read from the Bible. He listened to his father preach. These words made him feel good.
When I grow up, I'm going to get big words too.
Martin grew up. He became a minister like his father, and he used the big words he had heard as a child from his parents and from the Bible.
Everyone can be great, because he thought everybody should.
He studied the teachings of Mahatma Gandhi. He learned how the Indian nation won freedom without ever firing a gun. Martin said love when others said hate.
Hate cannot drive out of hate. Only love can do that.
Only love. He said together when others said separate. He said peace when others said war.
Sooner or later, all the people of the world will have to discover a way to live
together.
That's a very good speech.
In 1955, on a cold December day in Montgomery, Alabama, Rosa Parks was coming home from work. A white man told her to get up from her seat on the bus so he could sit. She said no and was arrested. Montgomery's black citizens learned of her arrest. It made them angry. They decided not to ride the buses until they could sit anywhere they wanted. For 381 days, they walked to work and school and church. They walked in rain and cold and in blistering heat. Martin walked with them and talked with them and sang with them and prayed with them until the white city leaders had to agree they could sit anywhere they wanted.
When the history books are written, someone will say there lived black people who had the courage to stand up for their rights.
In the next 10 years, black Americans all over the South protested for equal rights. Martin walked with them and talked with them and sang with them and prayed with them. White ministers told them to stop. Mayors and governors and police chiefs and judges ordered them to stop, but they kept on marching.
Wait for years, I have heard the word wait. We have waited more than 340 years for our rights.
They were jailed and beaten and murdered, but they kept on marching. Some black Americans wanted to fight back with their fists. Martin convinced them not to by reminding them of the power of love.
Love is the key to the problem of the world.
Many white Southerners hated and feared Martin's words. A few threatened to kill him and his family. His house was bombed. His brother's house was bombed, but he refused to stop.
Remember, if I am stopped, this movement will not to be stopped, because God is with the movement. This movement.
Good job. That's right. The marches continued. More and more Americans listened to Martin's words. He shared his dreams and filled them with hope.
I have a dream that one day in Alabama, little black boys and black girls will join hands with little white boys and white girls as sisters and brothers.
After 10 years of protests, the lawmakers in Washington voted to end segregation. The white-only signs in the South came down.
Damn.
Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. cared about all Americans. He cared about people all over the world. People all over the world admired him. In 1964, he won the Nobel Peace Prize. He won it because he taught others to fight with words, not fists.
I knew you were going to say that.
Martin went wherever people needed help. In April 1968, he went to Memphis, Tennessee. He went to help garbage collectors who were on strike. He walked with them and talked with them. and sang with them and prayed with them. On the second day there, he was shot. He died.
That's a picture of him. His big words are alive for us today. What does he say? Freedom, peace.
Yeah.
Together, I have a new love. Did you guys like this book?
I hope that you love this book. I think this book was a really, really great snapshot of the life and legacy of Martin Luther King Jr. And of course, there's so much more that you can read on Martin Luther King Jr. As we mentioned, this book talks all about what it was just like to be his sister. Because guess what? Even though he was this big, important guy, to his family, he was just Martin. To his wife, he was Martin. To his children, he was Daddy. So I hope, and I really, Nigel and I, we really encourage you to go out and learn all that you can about Martin Luther King Jr. Don't freeze Martin Luther King Jr. with his I Have a Dream speech, because he was so much more. Take the time to get to know him, and study his words, because he wasn't just about peace, he was about justice. That was his word. And that's the word that for me, for my Martin, is justice. What about you? What word sticks out the most for you about Martin?
I don't know.
Is it love? Nope, not love? I don't know. I guess
something better.
Oh, something better.
But I don't know yet.
Okay, well guess what? Nigel's gonna have to update you guys later about what his big word is for Martin Luther King Jr.
Comment down below what's your big word.
Oh, that's a good idea.
And also subscribe. And also hit the
but
like
hold on,
button.
Nigel. I think that was a really good idea. I think it'll be awesome if you guys tell us what word makes you think about Martin Luther King Jr. Because for me, that word is justice. Nigel's gonna figure out what his word is, and I hope all of you guys share. And go ahead, Nigel, tell them what they need to do.
Subscribe,
like, and please share. We are all about sharing books. And if you have a book that you would like for Nigel and I to read,
comment down below.
Comment down below, or you can send us an email at iCardQueen@gmail.com. Thank you guys.
Bye.
Happy MLK Day.
See you on the next video.